guys can casually be on over here. So fun. There's the camera. Whoa, I looked right at the computer. We're already, you know what? It is the last day. I am here with friends at a beautiful hotel that the three of them are staying. Kyle, what?
She said she was here with friends. I'm looking around.
Are you not friends?
Us three are,
yeah,
I guess.
yeah.
Okay, and then I'm just the random person that showed up and was like, "Hey, can you guys jump on a live show with me?" But this is day 4, the final day of competition. We just want to give a quick shout out and thank Reebok, the Nano X5, 15 years of Reebok. They are live. We have a link in the description. And Sola, Miami. We are having a happy hour at the close of competition, 7 to 9 tonight. People are going to be able to win some nanos and get merch. But first, competition, one more day. Emily, first let's introduce who's here, because you might recognize Emily. You might only recognize this man when you hear his voice because he's very loud in the crowd. And then we have a new friend here. Emily, who are our friends today?
This guy has a coach's pass this weekend, so
I'm literally here because there was an extra seat, and then there was also an extra coach's badge. So that's just kind of my.
yeah, we
biggest
just found him in Miami.
Honestly, I just found him too on my way to Miami. He happened to be on the same red-eye flight as me, and you had the flight first?
Yes, I did.
Yes, he did. Yeah, in fairness, he did. We already had a flight. I told you about the flight.
Okay, so we'll go back really quick, and then we'll get to Emily and why she's here competing in Miami. So myself, Jordan, introduce yourself first.
Hi, I'm Jordan. I am Emily's faux coach and friend of Emily and Kyle. That's it. I met Emily doing CrossFit during COVID, and then me and Kyle became good buds after that.
Yeah.
And now we're in business.
Yeah.
So
Brought together through fitness and business. The three of us were in Vegas at SHOT Show, and Kyle knew I would be at SHOT Show, texted me and said, "Hey, are you going to Miami for Wadapalooza after?" And I said, "Yes, I'm trying to figure out how logistically to do this." And he says, "Great, there's a red eye Wednesday at 11:30, and we'll get there around 7:30 before competition." Yeah, what is that the face you made when you're like, "Kyle, you're going to do both?"
Yeah, I mean, that's rough. Red eyes are rough. And then you guys had to come and do the full day. So that's worse than competing.
I was legit smelling colors at one point. Like, I didn't sleep for like 48 hours. So I was like, oh, purple.
well, I'm just a fake coach, so I got here and took a nap. But, I mean, you guys did great.
They did.
So yeah, I met Jordan because I sat Twinkie in between him and Kyle on the airplane. You start laughing. What are you about to say, Kyle?
I'm not saying anything. I'm not going to throw you under the bus.
You don't want to put it on the record?
No, you would have salami and our sandwich.
300 people on an American Airlines flight that know already.
Yeah.
That is for a different podcast, maybe at a different time. Anyways, then we arrived here. Emily, you kicked off the weekend competing as an individual.
Yeah.
What was that experience like for you? Top 10 finish?
Yeah, I mean, I wanted more than a top 10 finish, but it was a tough field this year, and I'm not the only one who did differently than what they expected, and it was good. It was a fun comp. I learned a lot, as always.
I don't know that I've spoken to you since the games when you stood on the podium, top 3 finish, 3rd overall, but I don't know that we've done it in a formal setting like this. How has training and preparing for the new season been like since your best finish of your career?
Yeah, it was.
I'm interested in the answer that's about to be given. Go ahead.
I find it's tough to get back in with the same intensity after you've kind of accomplished a big goal. So I did take a bit of a break, and then I kind of had SoCal Wadapalooza, I had Rogue, I did Fit Fest, so I've kind of been like going.
You've been a little busy.
Yeah. And yeah, training's good now. Just straight back in.
Okay, Kyle, what is your response to all of that? Because you were watching her very intensely.
No, I just wanted to see what she'd say, but yeah, she did it. As she said, she's been incredibly busy. I think, did we do like 9 trips or something last year? And then obviously what's going on this year with the WFP, already kicking off with Wadapalooza. We're going to be busy. I don't have any other time off my job. So.
Yeah, all our vacation time is for CrossFit.
Yeah.
Kyle will
It's a great
constantly
time. I'm
remind
always-
me that.
Yeah, I'm always on holiday. Not.
Well, that's the interesting thing is I see you guys on the road. You just talked about all of the competitions that you just did in the last 3-4 months. That's incredibly busy, but you also have a full-time job.
Yeah, so I don't think we expected the back half of the year to be that busy, but the opportunities just kept arising, so I took them, and no regrets that I did. So I feel like the front half is going to be a bit more chill. I say that now, but yeah, yeah, yeah.
A bit more chill. What exactly does that mean?
Well, we're here, so that says it all in one. Like two days of elite, and now 2 days of 2 days of elite individual, and now 2 days of elite teams, and yeah, it's chill.
Jordan, do you get to watch these two? And we'll come back to them, but I always think it's an interesting dynamic when you have an athlete competing at the highest level and their coach is also their significant other. Have you had an inside look as to what that can be like?
Yeah.
Give us the inside look, and then we'll come back to Emily and Kyle.
If I could have put $100 on them like blowing out on each other and just having a freak out, I would have done it. And guess what? I'd be out money. It's this, whatever this is, it works. Like it's the compartmentalization of just being able to be husband and wife, and then it's go time. It's actually pretty cool to watch. And I'm kind of cheering for them to have a blowout because I'm getting kind of bored. Like, as a fake coach, there's only so much I can do. Like I'm holding her weight belt and her shoes, and I'm kind of out of stuff to do. So all I can, I'm just walking around. But yeah, it's pretty incredible to watch because it's just they're so dialed in, and the results speak for themselves. So clearly, they're doing it right.
Do you have any memorable moments where you were in the middle of a workout and you are thinking, I am going to raise hell at Kyle when this is over?
Oof, in training all the time, all the time.
That's a weekly occurrence.
Yeah, oh yeah. But competition, not really. It's usually the opposite. Yeah. I'm like, oh, thank goodness he made me do that, and like I hated it at the time, but oh, like that really helped me here. So yeah, it is more the reverse.
Like a prime example is I said to Emily before last year's games, I said, hey, they've not had sledgehammers for a while. I was like, I would just teach you how to use a sledgehammer. And she's like, it's stupid kind of thing. And I'm like,
that's stupid. I'm not doing that.
And they actually then released an event and she did this. She was like, I'm sorry. Kind of thing. But then the event didn't go. But it would have been a distinct advantage she would have had. Like she knew how to move a sledgehammer.
And then I think, Emily, I remember you saying that Chad at the games wasn't as bad for you because the version that Kyle made you do was so much worse. Tell us what that was and the text conversation between you and Kyle through it.
Yeah, so Kyle has this saying, sometimes he says it's train hard, compete easy. I mean, competition's never easy, we know that, but if you prepare for like the hardest way possible, then you're pleasantly surprised when you do the workout and it's easier or whatever. So yeah, Chad with triple the weight that it was meant to be. And then I think he did a round of Sydney after each 100 reps. And it was like, took me like almost 3 hours. It was ridiculous.
And you decided to be out of town when you programmed this for her, right?
I was out of country. I was out of country, not out of town. I was out of country.
Yeah, so usually I would text him or FaceTime him or be like, are you like, I think you overprogrammed. You didn't hit the mark here. Like, are you sure this is what you want me to do? Like, but yeah, he was out of the country. He's probably sleeping, different time zone. And I was like, well,
sleeping. He programmed
probably.
that specifically.
Yeah. You know where it says your iPhone like has notifications silenced in the purple? It was probably that. So I was like, well, maybe it's a mental test. Maybe he knows it's going to be this bad. And he's like seeing if I'm going to give up or, so I was just playing games with myself and like, okay, if I feel my back twinge, like I'm just going to stop. I'm going to be smart, you know? And like, I remained healthy throughout the workout. And I was like, but yeah, and then I went and did Chad at the games, and it was fast, it was easy. Yeah, it was great. I was like, okay, maybe that was worth it.
You just love that 48 minutes of work is fast. I mean, it is fast for a Chad.
For that workout.
Like it is fast, but 48 minutes of work like that for me, that's a living hell. But when I programmed this thing, I was like, oh, it'll be okay kind of thing. And I have a neighbor of ours who I work with as well. And he drove past, he was going to the pub. He went to the pub, had all his drinks, came back, and Emily's still stepping up. And you described it, she could watch the sun going over. And then I got a text when I was out of country, and it was like, we're not talking for 3 days. And she
I
didn't talk
just
to me.
cut him off for 3 days. That was
So
not
that's
having
how
it.
you keep the marriage healthy, is just like give your space when you know you need it.
Yeah, and it was easy because he was out of sight, out of mind, out of town. I was like, yeah, easy to draw a line.
We love each other dearly.
Yeah. So now here in Miami, individual competition done. We are 1 day in of the team comp, 1 day left. Talk to me about the team. It's you, Ariel Lowen, and Abby Domit, the Salty Bays.
Yeah.
Babes.
We're bays. We're not babes. Well, we're babes too.
Yeah, I think you're both.
Yeah, it's a good team. We're all really fit, so we work well together. I will say we are very tired and sore from individual. We all did individual, and a lot of the teams that did do individual are feeling it. It's a whole different ballgame. These teams that are coming in fresh, they're all feeling great. We're not, but it's okay. We're having fun, and yeah, see what we can do today.
You're still sitting fourth, I think, overall on the leaderboard with 3 workouts left. What is the vibe or the energy or the dynamic between the 3 of you?
Very chill and flying by the seat of our pants, to be honest. I think because we were all just focusing on individual. Like I looked at the workout we're doing this morning, and I was like, okay, cool, this is what we're doing. Like, and the other 2 are probably the same. And then we'll get there an hour before we're called, and we'll figure out what we're gonna do and plan it and go for it.
As a coach, is that
Stresses them
hard?
out. We're
Yeah,
doing it
for
this way.
you to let them kind of just take the reins. And I know it sounds like, individual was the priority, and there was probably a dynamic there. But now that she's doing team, is it hard for you to stand back, and also knowing that the 2 other girls have their own coaches as well?
Yeah, I mean, Matt, Abby's coach, he's there and quite heavily involved, and he's quite a tactician. I think me and him are very similar in coaching styles. Ariel has her mule Dylan, so Dylan just does Dylan and looks after Blakely. And occasionally chirps in and was like, I think you should do this. And we're like, oh, yeah, it'd be a good idea, Dylan, if they weren't broken from elite individual, for sure. But no, he chirps up. But yeah, between them, it's kind of funny. If you think of a huge cauldron, people are like, oh, we'll add a bit of this and we'll add a bit of that. And then
You can get too many cooks for sure,
exactly.
especially
too
on a
many
team,
cooks. And
but-
they're like, oh, this is just sludge.
At one point, us 3 girls just huddled and we cut out the coaches and we're like, okay, this is what they said, but what do we want to do? Like, we're just going to do what we want to do.
And in fairness, because of their elite level, like I just say to them, actually, I'm going with that. I was like, go as hard as you can for as long as you can. And then when you need to tag out, tag out. And if it works out, it works out. I mean, this next workout is going to be fun. Like, for everybody to watch. It's a lot of grunt work. Like, there's 55 reps of each thing with a 1 legless rope climb at the beginning. There's going to be some serious burnout. It's going to be great to watch. I'm really looking forward to this one.
So has there been conversations of how the reps are going to be broken up, or do you truly just arrive and then you're like,
We've
okay,
literally,
this
like, we're on the floor in an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. We haven't even texted what time are we gonna meet yet. Like, we have not talked about the workout at all.
Highly organized.
We'll get there. Ariel doesn't warm up, so she'll stand
What do you
there for a
mean?
bit. She's just one of those athletes that doesn't really need to warm up. So
wow.
Abby and I will warm up a bit. I know. And then
get out of bed.
yeah,
You have a whole warm-up routine as you roll out.
yeah. Then we'll probably have to look at what the workout is again, and then we'll wing it. That'll be good.
Is there any moment, or has there been any moment yet where, you're doing a movement and you decided ahead of time, I'm going to do 10 reps here, tag Ariel in, and you get through 5 and you're like, oh shit, I need to tag somebody else in? Have there been any of those moments? And have any of the athletes say, no, I'm not going yet?
Yeah, so that was kind of what we said at the beginning. Like, let's all take our ego out, and if you need to tag out, just tag out. Let's get it done as a team. Like, it doesn't matter if I only did 8 and Ariel did 10. Like, who cares? Let's just get it done. And I think we've been pretty honest about that. I think yesterday the sand block party one, there was a couple changes. Like, we switched order one, and then I was going to do 2 blocks at the end, and we were all smoked. So we just took one, and we switched a few. It worked out.
A couple of no reps and the burpees, tire themselves out a bit more for fun, No big deal.
Not bitter.
Jordan, is it hard for you to not be a cook in the kitchen of coaching?
I'm gonna make sure I say this right clearly. I can add no value whatsoever. So my value is holding her weight belt, and I'm pretty sure I screwed that up and got it stuck in my bag. So even that's a bit of a challenge. Yeah.
Will you bring him back in future years?
Absolutely. He's my guy. It's good.
He's your
Ooh, Brett's gonna
wingman.
be mad at
No,
that.
no.
Which, yeah. Oh, who's gonna be mad?
Brett.
Brett's
He's gonna be upset.
Brett's
So
gonna-
Brett
Brett's gonna be really mad.
Brett
He get
couldn't
coach
come.
pass.
this time, and I've never been able to get him a coach's pass, and he's always like kind of. And then this
Jordan shows up and
weekend,
immediately
it was
gets
so
one.
easy to get one. Jordan's first time.
1 for 1.
I have a feeling now that you're revealing this, it'll be very hard to get them next year. So enjoy it while it lasts.
Someone else is gonna have to hold the belt then. I don't know.
Exactly. No, yeah, Brett can't be replaced either. Like we do miss him as well. Like it's just, I think more than anything, it was obviously Jordan and I came from SHOT Show. We were working together, obviously with you coming over as well. But yeah, it's a shame Brett can't be here because it was kind of a unique and cool experience, especially the first time being at South Beach as well. So.
And how does this location compare for you so far with the experience at Bayfront?
I like it better. I think it's cool. I don't love the sand. It's just
People love the sand when you can like be relaxing.
Yeah, it just gets everywhere. It's in my socks and my take off my clothes and stuff falls out. It's like it's in every little fold of your skin.
That's why we're in here and not actually in their room because
Yeah,
it
it's
actually
covered in
is just
sand.
sand everywhere.
But it's fun. The venue's awesome. Like the stages are awesome. I think it's cool.
There's just dunes in our room right now. Like there's like Emily's like by the shoes is just a pile of sand. You know? Okay, cool. So.
All right. Well, what did you say? You have about an hour and a half to 2 hours starting
I think
competition.
we're getting called in like an hour, so
Okay. Well, with that, we're going to wrap this up. Emily, Kyle, Jordan, thank you guys so much for joining us for a little morning live show before the last day of competition. We're all going to go and walk over to the venue now. Make sure that you guys hit that link if you want to get a chance to get your Nano X5s. Thank you again to Reebok, and we will see you later tonight, 7 to 9 at Sola, Miami for our happy hour. And at that point, anybody going to have a fun cocktail tonight?
I might.
Excuse you, Kyle. Why?
She's got to recover for the next competition.
I usually take a week to do whatever I want.
I'm
So-
just joking, it's fine. She just
Okay, so
The
drink
week
of choice.
starts tonight.
Oh,
Ooh,
sorry.
it depends on the weather. It's gonna be a fruity girly thing if it's hot.
with pineapple, right? You usually
pineapple.
like pineapple.
You too, Kyle.
Yeah, I've got the fruit together drink as well. Yeah,
He probably
Hey,
both
it's
of them.
25. Yeah.
With the umbrella, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Why would you not?
Jordan, drink of choice.
Yeah, anything. I feel like I'm the only person. I feel like I'm the only person drinking here this weekend. I'm starting to feel bad about that.
Jordan is having early cocktails throughout the day. I'm gonna keep drinking my water with salts, along with the salty bays.
Yes.
And Kyle, I hope you
Salty
stay
water.
hydrated too, because your voice isn't gone yet, and I'm very surprised right now.
Changing tactics. That's it. Changing it up on you folks, keeping you on your toes.
10 years in at this point, just about, and you finally figured it out.
Or maybe my vocal cords are now stronger. Like Emily's progression, the girls' elite's progression.
He's more conditioned for 4-day events now.
Okay. All right. Good luck, guys,
Thank
and
you.
we'll see you guys later.